Morgan, but he gave 4 stone away in weight in their quarter-final. He's got some heart and bottle, Dolan, and he's shown he's got a bit of power at cruiserweight too.
Well, it does make a difference. You come down and away, he'll feel strong, he'll feel confident, he knows he can hurt Norton.
Did you really feel that, Glenn, when you came down?
I certainly did. You know, you've been in with big men, strong men, come down to cruiserweight, and you could push them about, you could bully them.
He's a big cruiserweight himself, Rob Norton. But around so long, legs quite not what they were. Although he's using the ring and his mobility to try and sucker Dolan in again. He's landing more, Dolan, than many thought.
Yeah, with steady pressure. He's got his hands up nice and high, waiting for anything back from Norton.
Still, he's got through the 5th, Rob Norton, after that terrible 4th. Still going. Welcome back, and this is really getting interesting. British and Commonwealth Cruiserweight title belts on the line, and have a look at the shift in the odds. Rob Norton, the pre-fight favourite, is now 11-4 against David Dolan, 4-1 on. How things can change in just 5 rounds.
How things can change in a moment in this sport.
You never know. You wouldn't have thought Dolan would have scored 2 knockdowns early in this fight, but he has in the 4th. Norton surviving the 5th, just getting on his bike. But he might have a points deficit now to close. To try and hurt Dolan and change the pattern. He's trying to rough Norton up in there as well, isn't he, Dolan? Well, using that strength.
That's what he's got to do. He's got to use his strength, get in close, be physical. And that'll all just take the confidence more and more away from Rob Norton, the champion.
Only his 3rd fight down at 14-4. David Dolan, who admitted he just wasn't a heavyweight, not big enough. As an amateur, he fought there, but as a professional, they tend to be 16, 17, 18 stone these days. Made the sensible decision to come down. And what an effort here so far from David Dolan. Norton tries to swing.
Right. Don't let him load. Don't let him load. Don't let him load.
Dolan's got to keep working that jab, try and double it up, then let the right hand go. That's the punch that's caused the problem so far. That right against the southpaw.
He does carry his left very low, Rob Norton. Got him into so much trouble in the 4th. Right hand there, Dolan protests, but it's going to be counted in the 6th. Flash knockdown. Well, Rob Norton does come back. Dolan is furious with that decision. Right or wrong, Glenn?
Well, he just looked a little bit off balance in fairness, but he did get caught with a shot to the head. That is what pushed him over.
3 knockdowns, 2-1. First half of the fight. Another one gets through on Dolan. And Norton finds success in this topsy-turvy cruiserweight battle that few predicted would be this exciting.
Yeah, it's a lively affair, isn't it?
The mind's ticking away in there. Intense concentration. Left hand from Dolan. Kidology from Norton, but the right hurt him. And now Dave Paris is on him. And he says, any more of that and I'll throw you out. What else can happen here?
Don't rush in, Dave. Don't rush in. Take no notice. Just what we were on about. A fluke. Push your over and get a count. Just take no notice. Stick to the game plan. Keep him moving, keep moving. You know when he's loading there. Don't do what
says Neil Fannin.
Don't stick it there. Get him moving
Well,
again.
he seemed a little off balance, as if he was leaning into it, but the punch did connect to the side of the head. It was nothing that really hurt or shook up, but it just caught him coming in. Straight away, he said he wasn't hurt, and he was angry at the count.
I think it was the old tricks of Rob Norton. He caught him and then helped push him down.
Yeah, he just pushed him round the side, but he got the count.
As he comes in, shot.
Probably the 10-8 round.
Yep, do you score that 10-8? 3 judges at ringside. They got some work on tonight, haven't they? John Keane, Terry O'Connor and Howard Foster just in front of us. Are they keeping the scores? Difficult, isn't it?
It certainly is.
There's yours, 1 up to Dolan. 10-8, you said the 6th, and 10-7, the 2 knockdowns in the 4th. Could be very close now. Will the knowledge and know-how of Rob Norton come into play as the rounds tick by? Can David Dolan keep the pressure up? The advertising hoardings just getting a bit close. I think the photographers want to get in and get the snaps, don't they?
Well, there's plenty of photographs to be taken. One down, then the other.
Body shots from Dolan, snapping out the right hand. Must have worked so very, very hard running the beaches in Hartlepool, the Neil Fannin way, the old school. Not many people thought this would be a good fight, but I spoke to Richie Woodall earlier, who sparred rounds and rounds with Rob Norton, and said their styles are just going to blend into a really good one.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, he was. Knows his boxing, Richie Woodall.
He also said Norton would prevail in a very, very close one.
Well, we're yet to see if that comes true.
Oh, left hand! Just stopped Dolan in his tracks there.
But both having success one way, then the other. Dolan looks fired up. He's trying to make a bit of an impression this round.
Norton, after so much hard work, doesn't want to lose his British title at the first hurdle. But how much David Dolan wants this Lonsdale belt. Throw the Commonwealth one in too.
Decent boxing from Norton. He's catching Dolan on the way in. He's catching him with counters. Again, he picks him off from long range.
And there's the jab. Awkward. Making it tricky, Norton. But those rounds of southpaw sparring that Dolan's had have helped him a great deal.
Well, it's decent boxing from long range from Norton as Dolan tries to cut the ring off.
Close round.
Just a bit busier, Norton. Dolan is just waiting too long.
Plenty of very notable men have held these titles. Past champion Sam Rees in 85 to 86, the inaugural holder of the Lonsdale belt. The young man next to me, Gentleman Glenn, who of course went on to become the IBF world champion. What a springboard these belts were. The man in our studio, Johnny Nelson, who won it twice, the British title, and then had a great reign as WBO champion. Derek Angle, who won the Commonwealth title, and the British as well. What a cult character he was. Carl Thompson, two-time British champion and a world champion. And Bruce Scott, Jamaican-born Hackney, great fighter he was at his level, Scott. And Mark Hobson from Huddersfield beat Rob Norton on points. Can Norton continue what has been so far a short reign as British champion. Can one of these go on to bigger and better things? David Dolan fighting for the northeast. Rob Norton for Stourbridge, the Black Country southpaw. Still chatting to Dolan in there. Is he going to get another ticking off?
Yeah, he's keeping himself fired up with that sort of work. Norton keep towing Dolan. Dolan doesn't know what's coming. He's jigs from side to side, hands down very low, but where's the punch going to come from? Very unorthodox.
Got to take your hat off to Rob Norton to keep himself in this physical shape through all his hardships over the years. You know, also to have the resistance and recovery powers to come back from what happened in the 4th round.
Yeah, that takes a great deal of fitness. And he's doing it now with a cool head, catching Dolan on the way in. Dolan needs to be a bit busier, throw more punches.
That's a good right hand from Dolan. But Norton's setting the traps. He's got to be clever here, David Dolan. And as he said, double up the jab, find some angles.
Yeah, he just needs more, Dolan. Not doing enough.
Just can't plod in against Rob Norton. Good defence there. Do you think they're both wary of the other man's power now?
Yeah, I think they certainly are. I mean, Norton being pretty careful, waiting for Dolan to commit himself. He's not rushing in at all, is he? And neither is Dolan, who's just standing up a bit too long.
Good jab from Norton. We haven't seen too much of that tonight. His team believe that he's got a good weapon there. That right hand has had so much difficulty and problems with it. Been a one-handed fighter for much of the last few years, Norton. I mean, it's all gone against him, really. He's done ever so well to become a British champion.
Yeah, it's been a great story from Norton. And now what can Dolan do? One of the big question marks is stamina with David Dolan. That's untested. He's pretty quiet this round. He's allowing Norton just to lead off and do more with the jab.
Oh, just catches him at the end there as the bell went. Norton complains, but another count right at the end of this session. It happened at the end of the 4th. Norton furious, not badly hurt this time. How do you score that one? And he is angry.
Get back again. Come on, don't switch off at any minute. You've got to keep your balance then, Rob. Okay?
He's tied in bad now, Rob.
He's really tight. Push the pace on him.
There, the right hand didn't really land, did it? Just went over the shoulder. But maybe that leveled it up a bit because Dolan's didn't land really flush either. But he got the count against him. And around that, he was probably winning Norton.
Left hand, hook, shot.
Yeah, the last couple of knockdowns have been controversial. First two were Norton still chatting, saying to Dave Paris, come on. That shouldn't have been counted, but it was. What is going through the minds of these judges?
Well, they've certainly got a lot to think about, haven't they?
Just to remind you, Rob Norton on the floor twice in the 4th round. In the 6th, David Dolan flash knockdown at the end of the 8th. The same thing happens to Rob Norton. You cannot look away here.
Now, it just seems one of those fights where anything can happen.
Using the jab more now, Norton, in the sweat-stained black and gold trunks. Silver and black of Dolan.
But noticeably, for the first time, Dolan on the back foot a little bit more, isn't he? trying to force it and come forward. Now it's Norton that's pressing it.
Well, he has to pace himself. Furthest he's ever been in a professional ring. David Dolan.
Yep, and that's hard. It's a big jump for Dolan, isn't it?
But it's the dedication and the build-up and all the training, the fitness. It's got to keep him going. Norton, far more experienced and knowledgeable over the 12-round distance. Left-hand counter.
Dolan looking hesitant. Maybe he's just trying to draw Norton in. Norton lands with the left-hand counter again. Then the jab.
They're just trying to outfox each other, aren't they? Good left down the middle on the attack that time. Not the counter from Norton.
Well, you wonder what really Dolan's thinking about. This is unknown territory for him. You wonder if he's trying to save himself, reserve energy.
Maybe he's having a quieter round to have a big finish, catch the judges' eyes. Plenty of support from Stourbridge and from Sunderland. Good atmosphere here in the Aston Arena, and everybody glued to what will happen next. Topsy-turvy tussle at cruiserweight. Left hand was good from Dolan. Norton shakes it off. Did Norton do enough that round? Well, this is the latest suggestion from the bookies, and it's closed again, back the other way. Dolan 3-1 on, still the favourite, but he was 4-1 on. Norton coming back into it. I've lost tally of the scores here, have you?
The bookies are uncertain, as is probably the judges, as are we. They're really just going one way or the other. Certainly for me, it's all to fight for. Nothing in it at the moment. Both having their successes, both going quiet in parts.
Glenn's got it level. I'm just totting up mine, but I'll tell you in a minute. Is there any more drama in this one? Norton comes out on the attack. He's been down 3 times, Dolan once. 3 rounds to go. This is definite Rob Norton territory. More question marks over David Dolan. Can he really keep the momentum going? Crucial rounds. He's already proved, Dolan, that he deserved this shot and he belongs in this sort of class. Can he seal it with a fairy tale win? Beautiful right hand. Norton definitely felt that, and he acknowledged it. Good shot from Dolan.
Norton still bouncing though. Landing with the southpaw jab.
And on his bike as well, Dolan, on the back foot. The change of tactics. Maybe that's what Neil Fannin planned all along.
Yeah, I think he's trying to draw Norton in a little bit. He's trying to play the counter puncher now.
Tit for tat there. Swapping leather. The kidology once more from Norton, who remember was close to having a point deducted as well early, but hasn't infringed again in Dave Parris's mind. Well, maybe the referee has had other things to keep him occupied. He's getting through with his rights, Dolan, but are there enough of them?
That's the problem. He's not throwing many, is he? Norton landing with jabs, landing with a good left, then another jab. Dolan still needs to pick up the pace.
Yeah, the work rate at this stage is good from Rob Norton. Last 2 or 3 rounds, he's just picked it up. Quieter from Dolan.
Yeah, this is when he needs to be working. You know, you really should have to wrench the title away from a champion. Dolan not really doing that as yet. Big night for David Dolan. A lot at stake. But he's got to go for it. He's got to show a little bit more devil.
Take the gamble, take the risk. Norton might be edging ahead. He's turned it round in his favour, and who would have thought that when he walked back to the corner at the end of the 4th, looking out for the night.
2 rounds to go, Dave. He's going to come out here a bit wild. He's going to come out wild. Listen, nice and sharp. Don't place no shots. Composure now. Proper compose. Whoosh. Shoot the shots as fast as you can.
Let the left-hander through the middle. Hook short. Got me? Not sloppy. Got me? He's got to go for it now because he's tight. He's really tight, but don't get caught silly. Got me? Come on.
Strong. Come on, you're stronger. Come on.
You've got to want it. You've got to want it more than he does now.
Firing both men up in the corners. Fascinating stuff.
Yep, it really is. Good left hand landing from Rob Norton. An exciting fight. One way, then the other. All for me still at stake. Norton probably slightly ahead.
You've got Norton 1 up, 1 or 2 at ringside. I've got Norton 1 or 2 up. A couple more level. I finally tallied my score, Glenn. I've got it level because I didn't give them 10-8 rounds. Those 2 controversial knockdowns, I scored them 10-9, so depends on the judges, that.
Good jab from Norton, keeping centre of the ring. Dolan has to take the play away from him in these late stages. That's better.
Good work from Dolan, who needs a swing in his favour again. Norton just beginning to establish control in the last couple, which were definitely the British champions rounds. And there's a spring in his step as he comes forward. Norton, shout the Midlands crowds, again he shakes his head. Psychology going on, and he catches Dolan, and it's a knockdown this time in Rob Norton's favour, number 5 of the night. And Dolan shakes his head this time, and that is a bad one at this stage.
He calls him in, Norton. He enjoyed that one. Again, it wasn't a clear-cut knockdown, but he did go down, he did take a count. Now Norton is fired up.
Clip with another left hook, David Dolan. Bad times, and he might have to throw caution to the wind with a good right hand. Terrific 11th, just like the 4th. A dramatic fight. No one saw coming. Who wants this more? Can Dolan get another right hand off? Or has Norton just managed to grab this fight, get his stranglehold on it, and box his way home? He could have done that.
Well, he's just got to let all the shots go, David Dolan. He's really got to go for it. Caution to the wind and let that right hand, let it go.
I felt that second knockdown in the 4th might be the end for Rob Norton. I think this one, Glenn, in the 11th, could be the decider.
Yeah, especially if Norton stays busy, gets that jab working, nullifies Dolan's attacks.
Might just have the experience to survive and see the 12th round out as well. Rob Norton.
Big round.
Hey, he won every round, because only all he scored is the 3 knockdowns. Let's be sharp now. He's got to come out for it bad. You're listening to me? Listen, you've got to want it, son, now.
I want it
Got
back.
me? Come on, now. He's got to take it away from you, son.
Just caught him. It didn't catch him clean. Really caught him on the arm, didn't it? That left hand, that wasn't a proper